When you're having fun or with kids, time goes by quickly, no matter how you look at it. Having kids and seeing them grow up is the best way to understand how old you are. Everyone indeed gets older. Luckily, and strangely enough, this normal process doesn't affect famous parents who look young even as their children grow up. What's going on with the kids of famous people? Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter, Annie Guest. In 2016, Annie Guest showed up at the Golden Globes with her mother, Jamie Lee Curtis. It caught everyone by surprise. On the red carpet, not many people recognized Annie. This is likely because she hadn't been seen in public with her mother at a formal entertainment event since she was a kid. Look at her picture from back then and now. Who would have thought that this cute little girl would turn into a woman who loves dancing? The truth was that Annie wanted to work in show business just as much as her mom did, but unlike her mom, she decided to become a dancer instead of an actress. Annie earned her BFA in dance at Kenyon College. She's now a dance teacher in Los Angeles. Reese Witherspoon's daughter, Ava Phillippe. There are some good genes in Ava Philippe's blood. Ryan Phillippe is her dad and Reese Witherspoon is her mom. They met on the set of the movie Cruel Intentions, went on dates, got married, and had children. In the 1990s, these stars were the picture of power. Sadly, they got a divorce. Because of their connection, they had some pretty kids. Ava Phillippe has grown into a young woman since her parents split in 2007. She looks so much like her mother, it's crazy. Like her mom, she became famous right away when she was on the set of the red carpet for the first time. Even though she's young, she wore a Chanel outfit to the launch of the brand's No. 5 L'Eau Cologne. Is Ava going to become an actor like her mother? Time will tell. Yolanda Hadid's daughter, Bella Hadid. Yolanda Hadid first became well-known in the Netherlands, where she worked as a model. The television show Real Housewives of Beverly Hills made Yolanda very famous. Because of Yolanda's genes, she had a daughter named Bella who's also very pretty. She's a model who took after her mom. There's a deal between Bella and IMG Models. When she was younger, GQ magazine named her Model of the Year, and she was in many Victoria's Secret shows. Heather Locklear's and Richie Sambora's daughter, Ava Sambora. Ava was born when Heather Locklear and Richie Sambora, the drummer for Bon Jovi, got married. She's now following in her famous parents' path by working in show business just like them. Locklear began her starring career on TV, but her daughter took a slightly different path. Ava Sambora walked the stage with pride to show off her dad's clothesline. White Trash Beautiful is the name of her father's clothing line, even though Ava doesn't look anything like white trash. Ava was lucky that people noticed her when she first walked the runway in 2010. She tries her hand at acting, just like her mom. 2012's This Is 40 was her first movie. She was on the 2016 reality show Summer Break 3 as well. Rob Lowe's son, John Owen Lowe. John Owen Lowe was a cute little boy when his dad, Rob Lowe, showed him off to the world when he was only a few months old. John Owen was born when Rob married makeup artist Cheryl Burkhoff. The fact that John Owen had a guest part on his dad's comedy show The Grinder makes it clear that the first one had a big impact on his decision to try acting. Who said that being a nepotist won't get you anywhere? John Owen was lucky because his father was a famous and respected star in Hollywood. Even though Rob is famous, he makes sure that his family's well-being comes first. Often he posts shots of his family with them and his other son, Matthew. Angelina Jolie's son, Maddox Jolie Pitt. Maddox is the first child Angelina Jolie adopted. When she was making a movie in Cambodia, she saw Maddox when he was just a baby. She loved Maddox so much that she ended up adopting him. Maddox is said to have been one of the reasons Angelina and Brad finally broke up. Reports say that Maddox had to physically hold Brad Pitt, his foster father, during their fight. But Brad hit Maddox, either by accident or on purpose, which made Angelina file for divorce. Reports say that Maddox didn't want to see Brad for a whole month after the divorce was filed, which shows that the split is affecting him. Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, Joseph Baena. The tryst between Arnold Schwarzenegger and his maid led to the birth of Joseph Baena. Arnold was said to be married and living with his wife Maria Shriver at the time of the birth of his child to the maid in 1997. To make things even worse, Joseph was born a few days after his wife had their son. Arnold has recently told the media that Joseph Baena is his son, so everyone knows for sure. When he talked about how much he loves his son, the governor of California even shared on social media how much he loves Joseph. Arnold and his ex-wife Maria Shriver are no longer married. Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose Depp. Another famous person from show business is Lily Rose Depp, whose father is the quirky and famous Johnny Depp. She has a mother named Vanessa Paradis who models, acts, and sings. Even though she is the heir to the Depp Hollywood wealth, she works hard to make her own money. It looks like Lily Rose got her acting and modeling skills from her parents. She works as a model for Chanel perfume ads. In movies, she played the lead part in Yoga Hosers, which was directed by Kevin Smith. She'll play the same character in another Smith movie. Jamie Foxx's daughter, Corinne Bishop. Corinne Bishop is Jamie Foxx's daughter. He's very loud and proud of her. Nobody knows who Corinne's mother is because Jamie has kept her out of the public eye since she was a child. The only thing she looked like she might have been in show business when she walked the red carpet with her dad. In the same way as her father, she's trying her hand at acting. Corinne was in the short-lived MTV show Sweet/Vicious. Even though she did starring jobs, her father made sure she got a good education. The University of Southern California gave her a degree in public relations in 2016. Mick Jagger's daughter, Georgia May Jagger. Georgia May Jagger is more like her mother, model Jerry Hall, than like her father, Mick Jagger. This young woman has been in many modeling campaigns for big brands like H&M, Rimmel, and Miu Miu. She's also modeled for the fashion line Versace. Currently, Georgia is signed with independent models and managed by Tess Model Management. When she's not modeling, Georgia shows her creative side by designing her clothes. Sean Penn's daughter, Dylan Penn. Dylan Penn is the daughter of edgy and talented actor Sean Penn and sweet actress Robin Wright. Even though both of her parents were actors, Dylan chose a different career path and became a model. She's been in ads for The Gap and has been in magazines like Elle and GQ. But she wants to be a director and writer behind the scenes, so she has to write her first book first. Robin Thicke's son, Julian Fuego Thicke. This cute little blonde boy is the son of singer Robin Thicke and actress Paula Patton. Regrettably, his parents are no longer together, probably because they got together when they were too young, only 16 years old. They got married in 2005 and had Julian 5 years later. Even though they're no longer together, they're still doing their best to be good parents to Julian. Paula has said that Julian is becoming more like his father by singing and being interested in math. Cristiano Ronaldo's son, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. When Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. was born in June 2010, he was so happy that he named him after himself. Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. is a bit older now, but no one knows who his mother is. It's said that his mother was given a lot of money in exchange for Ronaldo having full custody of his son. Ronaldo Jr. grew up not knowing his mother, but Cristiano told him that he would tell him everything at the right time. Ronaldo Jr. has since met his mother. Nicole Kidman's son, Connor Cruz. Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise adopted Connor. Their other two children are Connor Anthony and Isabella. However, there are rumors that Tom Cruise has kept the kids from seeing Nicole because she's not a member of the Church of Scientology. Now, Connor prefers to stay out of his parents' way and out of the spotlight. Unlike his parents, Connor did not choose to be an actor. Instead, he works as a DJ and regularly gets gigs in different parts of the world. Brad Pitt's son, Knox Pitt. Knox Pitt is the son of Hollywood star Brad Pitt and has been in the public eye since birth. Born in 2008, Knox is one of 6 children in the famous Pitt-Jolie family. As the child of 2 famous people, Knox has had to deal with the challenges of growing up in the spotlight. While his parents, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, went through a public divorce, Knox and his siblings had to deal with the complicated dynamics of family life in public. David Beckham's son, Brooklyn Beckham. Brooklyn's life was pretty great growing up with Posh Spice as a mother and soccer player David Beckham as a father. But Brooklyn chose a career that was very different from his parents. He became a photographer. He seems to have become famous not because of his job, but because of his public breakup with Chloe Grace Moretz in 2014. They got back together, though. Billy Joel's daughter, Alexa Ray Joel. Alexa Ray has big shoes to fill because her dad is the singer Billy Joel and she sings and plays the piano like him. Her mother is the supermodel, Christy Brinkley, which explains why she looks like a supermodel too. Alexa also writes her songs and has released a lot of them. The first one was called Sketches and came out in 2006. She was also signed up to be a commercial model for Prel Shampoo. Clint Eastwood's daughter, Francesca Eastwood. When actress Frances Fisher and actor Clint Eastwood got together, they had a daughter named Francesca Eastwood. Like her famous parents, she wanted to make it in Hollywood and worked as an actress in movies like Jersey Boys and True Crime. She also appeared on a reality TV show with her famous family, Mrs. Eastwood and Company, a TV show that followed Francesca and the rest of the Eastwood family. Sadly, the show didn't last long, and neither did her marriage to Jordan Feldstein, Jonah Hill's brother. Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. It's said that Paris is the only daughter of the famous singer Michael Jackson. Her mother, Nurse Debbie Rowe, and even though her parents were not dating when she was born, Rowe has good things to say about the King of Pop. Since Michael's death, Paris has always shown respect for the legacy he left behind. She spoke in her father's eulogy and accepted a Lifetime Achievement Award on his behalf at the 52nd Grammy Awards. Robin Williams' daughter, Zelda Williams. Many people want to be as funny as Robin Williams. When he died, he left behind his daughter, Zelda, who's been performing since she was 5 years old. Like many kids whose parents are famous, Zelda starred with her father in the movie House of D. Her mother, Marcia Garces, and Zelda did voice work for the animated TV show The Legend of Korra, but Zelda says that sports were her true passion. Mario Lopez's daughter, Gia Lopez. Who knew that Mario Lopez, the comedian and host, would have a daughter who would follow in his footsteps? Gia Lopez, her mother is the actress Courtney Laza. She got her first acting job when she was 5 years old and does voice work as well. She played Estrella in the Disney Junior animated TV show Elena of Avalor and also appeared in Jane the Virgin. When she was 7 years old, she made her big screen debut. Angelina Jolie's daughter, Zahara Marley Jolie Pitt. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie adopted Zahara Marley from Ethiopia in 2005. Recently, Zahara's biological mother has been looking for ways to get in touch with her. She says she misses her daughter and she just wants to be able to talk to her. It's not clear if Zahara or Angelina responded or is open to the idea of talking to Zahara's biological mom. Allen Iverson's son, Allen Iverson II. Allen Iverson, the NBA's most valuable player, was one of the best players in the game. During his prime, he allegedly made a huge $200 million before he retired in 2013. Sadly, he filed for bankruptcy years later, even though he was very rich. Things aren't that bad, though. Iverson made a deal with Reebok that means the shoe company will pay him $800,000 every year for as long as he lives. There will also be a $32 million trust fund set up for Allen, which he won't be able to touch until 2030. Luckily, his son is doing well without knowing how much money the older Iverson has. Samantha and Darren Stevens' on-screen daughter, Erin Murphy. If you watched the TV show Bewitched, Erin Murphy is probably someone you know. Fans of the show know her most as Tabitha, Samantha and Darren's daughter, which she played from 1964 to 1972. She grew up with her real parents. That being said, keep in mind that Erin Murphy has 2 kids. Laws say that kids can't work more than the minimum hours, so the director picked related twins to play the part. Erin and her sister Diane both had lead roles in the show and were given equal credit. Erin was mostly used for close-ups, while Diane, her sister, was used for long shots. Thank goodness they were able to live a normal life after the show finished. Nancy Kerrigan's son, Matthew Carrigan. In 1994, Matthew Carrigan's mother, Nancy, was involved in an ice dancing scandal. At the time, Matthew hadn't even been born. Nancy was on her way to the changing room when her opponent, Tanya Harding's ex-husband, hit her leg with a stick. Harding finally admitted guilt. Nancy has thankfully moved on from what happened a long time ago. Also, she was lucky that her son Matthew picked a job that wasn't at an ice rink. Matthew is making costumes even though he knows how to skate. Matthew, born in 1996, is the oldest of Nancy Solomon's 3 children with her husband, Agent Jerry Solomon. Will Smith's daughter, Willow Smith. Willow Smith is bright, just like her parents. It looks like being the daughter of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett has made her more confident. She has many skills and can act, sing, and dance professionally. Like many other famous kids, she was in the movie I Am Legend with her dad. She tried acting once or twice, but it might not be her true calling. In 2010 and 2011, Willow put out 2 songs, Whip My Hair and 21st Century Girl were her most well-known songs. Whip My Hair was even up for Video of the Year at the 2011 BET Awards. It got to number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. Willow is making a name for herself without her folks being around. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon